I just wanted to say welcome to Coded Entry, the Sanctuary. It's your boy Klepto Kev with a very special guest.
Cherealeats, that's me.
Hey, with that being said, man, we're going to be getting on to the things that's going to help you stay healthy, as well as introduce you to a little bit of my special guest and what she got going on. So how did you get into reviewing food and creating content?
Okay, so the food review stuff, my family does own a restaurant that has been a very successful restaurant in the Seattle area for over 20 years.
Okay.
Shout out to Emerald City Fish and Chips. Because my brother actually is someone that taught me how to cook and played a role in me cooking.
Okay.
But as a family, we used to always go eat. So I personally, being a foodie, my family owns restaurants. I've grown up eating at like 5-star restaurants. I was pretty privileged. Okay. Like I said, I grew up in one of the wealthiest suburbs in the Tacoma area. So I grew up going to nice fancy restaurants at a young age, understanding what Michelin chefs were. On top of that, my family is 5 generations from Seattle. So I grew up eating at a lot of the mom and pop spots in Seattle, the Sammy's, the Catfish Corner, the Richland's Chicken, getting our Christmas trees at Chubby and Tubby, like, I mean, Silver Fork, everything. Like, Seattle had a thriving Black community. So I love food. I love cooking. I'm like an amazing cook, and I used to always cook for my friends. Before, I had a best friend, and he passed away 2022, and before he passed, he was like, please cook for me, please cook for me, please cook for me. And he would always say, I know you don't want to tell people your spots.
Yeah.
Right? All my friends, they'd always say, hey, Cher, can you remind me? I know you don't like telling people your spots. And kind of like an honor to him, I was like, you know what? I'm going to tell people my spots.
Wow.
Let me tell people my spots, because I started traveling when I seen the whole Keith Lee wave. I'm traveling for food, and I'm disappointed every time. And I'm like, these people are lying. And it was like, and that's why I end every video with saying, one thing that I won't do is lie to you, because with inflation, with how expensive things are, if I got paid $1,000 to go do a food review and the food is horrible, and I'm like, come down here and try Kev's new barbecue, right? And then I have people flocking because I have this audience, and they come and support. And now, granted, I want to uplift a business, but at the same time, I want to keep in mind the viewer that might have spent their extra $100 on their paycheck to go to this restaurant. But I mean, deep. And that was like the thing. I'm like, yeah, as a food influencer, I'm making now the money to pour back into what I'm doing. So I can go and spend $100 here, $200 here, $300 here. But for some people, eating out is a luxury. Like, that's a real treat to themselves. Wow. And they might be spending their last $100 to have this experience. And if you're just using that platform for, because you got paid, I was like, no, this is enough. Like, I'm going to tell the people the truth. Yeah. Because it's too hard out here.
Of course, we're going to begin with some nice little stretches to, get the energy and the vibes right. And so let's begin.
But what we'll do now is I do a lot of hip openers.
Okay.
So the hips right here, that's going to be good for mobility. But this is one that you'll probably see a lot of people do, is bringing your foot up to the thigh crease.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
And you're putting a lot of that strength right in your left leg. And you're trying to create a figure 4. So that takes like balance, pushing your shoulders back. Oh. And then you're bringing your belly button to the spine, engaged leg. And then there'll be a point where you can just...
Yo, did you let your hands go?
Yeah.
Wait, hold up.
So, yeah.
If you could recommend one restaurant for a first-time visitor in your city, what would it be?
Great question, because, again, a lot of people know I used to do music. And there was a point where I was like super locked in with like J. Cole's whole team, the whole Dreamville team. And they were here for a bumper shoot. And they're like, of course, like, this is big shit now. Like this is not just a regular tourist. This is J. Cole and his clique. Like, oh, where should we go eat? And my little cousin is like, I promise you, list. And I'm like, you better not fuck it up. Because I'm like, I want to take them to my brother's spot to sit first on some family shit. And my little cousin's like, no, we're not going there. List. And there was a time where it would be list. Seattle. I haven't ate there in so long, so I can't necessarily vouch for something that I haven't been to in over 3 to 4 years. Okay. But if there were out-of-towners, which I do have family come and visit all the time, and I'm like, list. The ambiance, the drinks, the food is fresh. I get the spicy Italian meatball. I get the bacon wrapped prawns. Okay. And it's like a happy hour spot. But yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
Dang. And I love some bacon wrapped prawns. That's like my favorite appetizer.
I love bacon.
Ever.
Anything surf and turf, I'm here for it. And that, as you could tell, like it's gonna open you right here in your thigh crease and open up the thighs for you.
Oh my goodness.
Like I said, and then you'll eventually come down to a toe stand where you're able just to come all the way down in your figure 4. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
How do you balance your indulgent foods with staying healthy?
So portions.
Portions.
And cutting out sugary beverages. That's like my main thing personally, is like drinking all water and kombucha. Yeah, and then occasionally for a review, like if I'm doing a coffee shop or something, obviously I'm going to break that. But just in my day-to-day, I try not to drink sugary beverages. I try to only drink water and kombucha. At the beginning of my food journey, a lot of people would say, can you do a mukbang? I have no desire to do mukbangs.
Really?
I have no desire for the depiction of a mukbang. I think it looks completely outrageous. And that's not something I'm like trying to promote. I think a lot of restaurants should come out with like a creator sampler platter, where you just come out with like a $24.99 platter that's like a little cup-sized sample of everything. Because as a creator, I'm not eating 20 pounds of the food, right? So when I started this journey, I was like, I'm gonna try it. And my thing was to give the food to homeless, because I live in the hood and I see homeless people everywhere all the time. So I get the food and then I taste it, whatever, edit it up, and then I give the food to homeless. So that's where all the food is going.
Right. No, I like that idea though.
And you're kind of getting this trade-off where you get some marketing, some promo, and a lot of times I'll go to restaurants and they'll just pile it on. And it's like, that is an amazing gesture, but I really just need a bite. I just need to try it, you know.
I just need a bite.
So I think that would help a lot of businesses, just to offer that to content creators.
Oh my goodness. As y'all can
Then
see.
you can bring it back up and then just loop around and fly from your figure 4.
Ooh, all right.
And then we could just come back and release. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was just some kind of slow movement for a figure 4 that, like I said, it does some hip openers.
Yeah, I definitely need to open up my hip. Dang. Okay. And so how has yoga or mindfulness changed the way you experience food?
So here's a big thing. Customer service and how you're treated in an establishment honestly can take the meal very far. If you're treated poorly, you're angry at the cashier, you're not going to really enjoy your food.
Wow.
Right? Like I'm already mad. I don't really care how good the food is. If I'm already upset, angry, poor customer service, now the food, it could be great, but it's not going to taste as great because I'm upset. So
that's deep.
Part of the mindfulness is like giving people grace, right? Recognizing when a place is busy and being like, okay, like they're busy, relax, and not allowing yourself to get upset by little things that may be happening, whether an establishment is busy, whether something didn't meet your expectations, but just kind of going about things with giving people grace.
Wow.
That's really big in yoga, like just grace, gratitude, awareness, and just, so that's helped me, because there could have been a lot of situations where I'm like, I don't like it or whatever, how I was treated, or but like being mindful and be like, girl, you're busy, aren't you? Or whatever. And you spark these relationships. So knowing how to let things go.
Yep.
Knowing how to give people second chances.
Wow.
There's a lot of places that I've ate at and I'm like, what the, but I will still give them a second chance. Like, it's fine. Like, and that's the huge thing, is no one's perfect.
That's true.
Right. And it's not fair to like hold restaurants up to this like expectation where like no restaurant is going to be 100% fire every single time you go.
That's
right.
True.
Like
that's true.
They're humans.
Right.
And so just being mindful of that, like, and giving people second chances. It may have not been great, but give them another chance. It's okay. So if we're just starting, we're going to rise to the top, and then you're going to start with the forward fold, and you'll hear the hinge from the hips. So you're folding all the way down, and you want your forehead to try to touch your knees.
Woo-wee!
And then you would just halfway lift up, and then back to all the way down.
Ooh.
And then lift all the way up. And when you fall to the front here, you could let your full top body just dangle.
Okay.
And shake your head yes, shake your head no. And you're just feeling that in the back of your thighs, and you're heavy in the top, letting it just all fall.
All right.
And then walking that would just be bending, and then you should hear some cracks maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
I'm hearing it.
You'll hear those, and those are for deep. Those are like deep stretch cracks. Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Yep. And then again, you can rise back to the top. And again, those are like, you'll do a couple rounds of those.
Yeah.
To fluidly go. I like actually talking to you because I can actually kind of talk you through.
Yeah. Talk me through it.
Yeah.
What is your go-to meal before and after yoga?
Okay, so that I did see that question. A lot of people have this like fear that if they go to yoga, everyone's going to be in there farting and it's going to be right? And that is something everyone, they're like, does it stink in there? It does not stink because again, I do hot yoga.
You're right.
It doesn't stink. However, there have been times where I've ate too heavy before working out.
Oh.
And it creates, because you got to think when you're doing yoga, you're back here, you're up here, you're just all over, you know. And if you've eaten heavy,
Yeah.
there's air pockets in your stomach. So
What?
Yeah. So typically before I go to yoga, I try not to eat anything at least 2 to 3 hours before. But for my lunch, because I usually do yoga around 4 p.m.
Yeah.
But for my lunch, I do salad. And I love salads, and even a too heavy salad might be a little too much, and I drink water. So again, I do hot yoga, so it's really, really important to drink a lot of water before you go, a lot of water after, and then during the actual practice, you're monitoring your water breaks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and then after yoga, I typically, again, it's so intense. Again, I'm doing the hot yoga.
Yeah.
So usually after my workout, I don't eat. Yeah, I don't eat. If I do, it would be something like fish.
Okay.
Like salmon. I love salmon, but it would be some type of seafood, something light. Yeah. So you can rise, and you're always making sure you have a straight spine, making sure that your shoulders are back, and then you'll come down and you'll just reach for your toes. And again, you're just trying to, again, get that forehead to knee engagement. That's like a big thing in yoga, is just trying to get that, your forehead to your knee.
Yo, the way, if y'all could see how she's bent up right now, like,
And then you just
how
would come
is that
back.
even possible?
So it's gonna
You see
all
how
be
far I can
spine,
go?
yeah. And again, this is why yoga is so important for mobility, because it's all from your spine and your core. But if you're reaching and hinging from your hips and your spine, you'll eventually make connection with your forehead to your knee.
Your knee is touching your forehead. How is that?
You just, over time and doing it, and and there's some people that'll never touch their forehead to knee, right? But you're just still getting that engagement of just getting that curve in the spine, and you know, coming down, grabbing for the toes. Again, you're always just trying to look between your knees, trying to get that forehead to your knee. That's just a forehead to knee toe touch.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling it.
that's
Oh
always
my
something
goodness.
good to start your mornings with, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Damn. What is something that people don't realize about being a food content creator?
Obviously, the first thing I'm going to say is that it's hard as Can you bleep it out? And it's really not just bullshitting around. I am at a space now where like all 3 of my platforms are monetized, and that's not easy to do, and to like actually be generating money and to pay for what I'm doing. And for me personally, I love my community so much. And so when things start getting hot, you want to say yes to everyone. And that's what I'm running into. Like, hey, can you review my food? Hey, can you stop by? And you just want to be like, oh yeah, of course. Like right now, I'm like 5 videos in over my head. I've committed to like several restaurants, and I like to tell restaurants I'll have a 48-hour turnaround.
Right.
And so you start getting in over your head because you want to uplift and support businesses.
Right.
And you don't want to be like, oh no, but you have to learn how to like manage your time well. So yeah, time management is huge, and just knowing that it does take a lot of work, and then you will go through those symptoms of where like you can't think about anything else but that, because you're spending so much time editing, you're spending so much time recording, and it's just like you're on the toilet and you're editing, you're in the shower and you're editing. It's just like it starts to consume your mind. So learning how to just step away and be okay with coming back and seeing all your analytics in the red, being able just to do that, like it's hard. So yeah, balancing for sure.
Keep that balance.
Okay, so you can come back down into a crisscross applesauce.
Okay.
This is just another hip opener. I want to kind of keep it light.
Yeah.
And similar to a butterfly, you could just touch your feet like this, and then you'll just kind of flock these just like a butterfly, and you'll kind of feel that open, something very light, making sure your shoulders are back, making sure your spine is straight, and you could just hold here. And this is like a relieving posture once you've done a posture more strenuous. And again, that just gets your legs going, and it is called a butterfly. Something
a butterfly.
simple. Yeah.
I feel so beautiful right now. There we go.
Yep.
Get them hips moving too.
Absolutely.
Dang. I
Open,
feel this
like
in the
helps
morning.
your ankles as well for ankle health, and your joints down in your ankles. So always want to like take care of all your joints.
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, facts. Who knew? Like, now as you get older, it's always good, so good to be able to take care of yourself. You know.
Absolutely.
Needed
And the
some
majority of my group are usually 60 plus. Most people that are doing like hot yoga on a regular basis are doing it for a physical therapy aspect. Yeah, it's not just like, oh, I'm trying to be a bodybuilder and fit. It's more so for mobility, post-injury, post-accident.
Dang, okay.
So from your crisscross, you'll bring your right leg over the left.
Right leg over left.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up now.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, and then you'll go up with that left hand and you're gonna come and push. And then this guy is a kickstand behind you. Perfect. Perfect.
Ooh.
And you're just, and then you'll get to a point where you're able to look over that right shoulder and twist your body, pushing that knee back with your elbow. And
I feel that.
Over that right shoulder, looking over the water, and that gives you a deep twist, which is really good for gut health. And of course, you would just come and do the same thing on the opposite side. So you have your kickstand behind you, and then you use this hand here to push that back, and then twist and look over that left shoulder.
And now, this is a little off the script. Can doing yoga affect your mood? Because I feel a little bit more.
100%.
That's
probably one of the biggest.
Yeah.
I'll go over that too on the Instagram page, the Facebook page, what each position, what chakra it's releasing.
Oh,
because I do go over that. There's several chakras. There's intimacy chakras, strength chakras, 3 like purity chakras. So there's several chakras that we can open, and I can show you the poses to open those chakras. Yeah.
Wow.
So get on our belly here. And just to kind of get our backs open, let's go into what's called a cobra, which is just pushing up here.
Oh, I'm used to this being in the military.
And then you can like look up.
Oh.
You can feel that in your lower back. And then you can release and come back down, and then put left ear to mat. And then you can come back center and lift one more time for one more cobra. Again, that's going to give us that back bend.
Oh yeah.
Looking up there, shoulders back. And then you could rest it. Okay. So going into a locust, what locust is going to look like, you're lifting all of your body from the center here.
Okay.
And you're lifting perfect. Perfect. And that's your locust where you're looking up, lifting like that there. And then you can release. And you'll feel that in your abs. And then you'll breath. And then you'll inhale in. Lift. Nothing touching the mat. Nothing touching the mat. Everything lifted. Hold. And release. So those are just kind of beginner locusts.
I believe I can fly.
Then right over there is where I grew up. Hey!
So, yes, pleasure.
It's your boy Klepto Kev taking a quick intermission. We were able to meet some amazing individuals as well as new supporters of the content during the time of film. And with that, I wanted to let you guys know on how to tap on in. Youfull Yoga, conducted and created by Cher herself. Be sure to click on that link. There you can see the updates as well as scheduling for any up and coming classes. So without further ado, let's tap back in with the episode.
How do you decide which restaurants is worth reviewing?
That's a good question. A lot of times I do have a lot of brands and stuff reaching out to me that want to collaborate. Obviously, like that gets high priority because I'm always interested in people that want to work with me.
Right.
But for the most part, a lot of it just comes from, remember I was telling you like brand integrity is what means the most to me?
Right.
So a lot of the places that I'm going are places that I grew up on, places that I might know the owners, places that a lot of people here say, oh, there's no good food. And I just went to Houston to go do food reviews. I'm frequently in Atlanta. I've traveled vastly, okay? And I get what they're saying. But that's why I created the Eat Like Me, because I'm telling people not only where to eat, but I'm telling them how to eat it. Like, don't just go to the place I go and then like, I tell you, go to Bob's Burgers and then you order a hot dog. It's like, I told you to get the burger with the bacon and tell them to fry it longer for 2 minutes and to crisp the bun and to cut it in half. Like, I told you these details. Right? And that is really the makeup of Eat Like Me, is because people are like, wait, how did you do that? Wait, like I want people to experience the food in whole.
Right.
So a lot of it is things that I'm familiar with, places I've grown up on. Then outside of that, I try to find hidden gems. So that's my big thing. And I try to not do places that a lot of other influencers have done.
Okay.
I try to go to places that really haven't been captured. So
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you really be trying to put people on.
yeah, absolutely. Then to get outside, you can come back to your cobra, come back to all fours, and go in to like your pigeon here.
Okay. Hold on. How you get your leg over there?
And you come to a pigeon here.
Oh my
There you
goodness.
go. Yeah, so you're in it. You're in it right there. You're beginning
This is it.
Correct.
Oh
And then
my
you'll
gosh.
get to a point where you're able to like lay this pigeon down.
You're-
And that's a sleeping pigeon.
I don't know if this pigeon about to go to sleep.
Come down, prayer hands, and you're feeling that hip opener in here.
Yeah, I do.
And
Oh
then
my
again,
gosh.
to come out of it, you're swinging that leg around. And of course, you would always do everything on each side.
Oh shit.
Sit, there you go. And you're
Okay.
getting into a pigeon there. Pigeon, and you can come to a prayer. You can come to a rise. You can come to a sleeping pigeon. And again, you're feeling all of that in those hip flexors.
Damn, I didn't know I was this stiff. I feel a
Yeah.
little stiff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Yeah. We'll do a few
Like,
more
for
things that
real.
you will literally feel like you needed. And I wanted people to see that side of yoga.
Yeah.
Those are just like few of the
Damn,
transitions.
yeah.
Yeah, but it'll feel good to you.
Yeah, I need to come to a lot more of this. Have you ever filmed a review that completely changed after tasting their food?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That just happened. The food, I had just reviewed it, and I don't really want to give it away because I'm dropping it, but I reviewed it and I'm in the moment and everything's like, oh, it's good, it's great. And then, I record it and then it kind of dawns on me, maybe my stomach kind of feeling a little funny. That's going to change the outcome of the review. Like, has definitely happened.
Okay.
Start getting rained on.
Damn, is it?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like-
it's going to come for us.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be light rain for the next hour. Is there
Okay.
anything that you want to say to your fans out there to let them know about what's going on and what you got new?
First of all, thank you to everyone that supported me, reshared anything, commented, engaged in any way. Huge thank you. It does keep me uplifted and it keeps me going. But let's get into our health. Let's get into our health. Let's get into taking care of ourselves. And that's the whole Youfull yoga. It's about doing something for you. And when we say namaste at the end, which we will hear say namaste, and it means bowing to yourself. Life is not easy. We have kids and family and jobs and tons of stuff. And so that's the whole representation of Youfull yoga is to do something for you, to show up for you, give grace to you, give yourself a meditative moment, even if it's 5 minutes. And then outside of that, always make sure that you eat like me, not all these other people that are copying me, because one thing I don't do is I won't lie to you. And you guys see it. They're copying and it's all good. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. You know who the originator is. You know who started the Eat Like Me series and you know who will not lie to you. So when you go to the spots I'm referring you to, eat like me.
Y'all heard it first. Catch the link at the bottom of this video. Y'all be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It's Coded Entry, your boy Klepto
Coded
Kev
Entry.
with Cherealeats Eats.
And you can bow and say namaste. Proud of yourself.
Namaste.
Perfect.